Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this afternoon mountain weather update on this Monday. Couple of stops. First one is Breckenridge. Got nailed. Last night, early this morning, there was a pocket of just perfect wind direction through parts of Summit County, over to Frisco, Gore Range, around the I-70 turn into Copper. And both Breck, and you can see the live view from Peak 9 looking over to 8. It's still shrouded up there on the mountain. And there, look at that beautiful view from Peak 7. Here's Copper, and they're also reporting over like 16 inches of snow, and they're still shrouded. So 16 inches at Breck, 16 inches at like Copper, like a foot down in the Frisco area. I mean, this was just like the perfect orographics for this little isolated area up there around Summit County. So let me show you the radar right now. That storm system responsible has now moved into southern and southeast Colorado, northern New Mexico, and the whole thing is going to be moving away tonight into tomorrow. Here's the radar out of the Pacific Northwest. This is the next cold front, the item of interest that'll be diving down from where it is right now into Wyoming, into Colorado, brushing northern Utah, down into New Mexico. You can see the snow running through northwest Montana. Let me take you to Whitefish. It is snowing in Whitefish up there. So we've got that. That's the next cold front that's going to be moving south. You can see it on radar. It's kind of rolling down towards Big Sky and then eventually the Tetons, where we're going to get some good accumulation out of that. So here's the water vapor satellite imagery this afternoon. Your moisture aloft is in your whites and your blues, and there's our area of low pressure in southeast Colorado. That's going to be moving away. Here is our cold front. You can see the bend. This will race down similar trajectory and end up in Colorado, northern New Mexico, and the energy that spills in on the backside will develop into this cutoff low. And this still looks to be a major storm system because it's going to sweep back up through New Mexico and Colorado with another shot of heavy snow from many of the same places. So we're going to get a double dose out of that area of low pressure. And then you've got another storm system, which will be a player in the forecast down the road. Okay, here are my bullet points for this afternoon. Cold front, the next one. It's up in the northern tier. I just showed it to you. That hits the rest of the Intermountain, 11.5, 11.6. You get the cutoff low on the backside, 11.7, 8, 9, New Mexico and Colorado. Heavy snow accumulations with that. And then a cold front on the horizon down the road, 11, 11, 12, and 13 with cold air. And that one should be all snow as well, all the way down to the valley floors. Okay, let me show you the jet stream forecast. So by the close of business today, you can see the trough sitting right over Colorado, New Mexico, but that moves away. Now by tomorrow, look at the north-south orientation of the jet. That brings that cold front all the way down through Wyoming and into Colorado and New Mexico. Still there on 6. Here comes the development on the backside with the low. That's the one that's going to spread that heavy snow through New Mexico and Colorado, 11.8, even 11.9. It's still there, and then it moves away. And then we refocus. Here comes the next cold front. There it is, diving down with the jet on kind of like a northwest flow pattern. All right, putting some precip on top of all this, here's the forecast radar and satellite. This is by 5:30 this afternoon. Lows moving out of Colorado, New Mexico. Watch to the north. Here comes the cold front. Dives, races all the way down through. This is 11:05 in the afternoon. So tomorrow afternoon, snow through parts of Utah, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado. It's building into Colorado. And then right here, this is the next shot of snow for the Denver metro area. Late Tuesday into Wednesday, we could see 2, 3, 4 inches of snow in Denver with more to the west and more to the south, several inches, above 6,000 feet. So that's going to be that's going to be an all snow event for a lot of Colorado. So here is Wednesday afternoon. There's Thursday morning. You can see the low starting to spin up through the four corners, still pushing snow for days through New Mexico and parts of southern and southeast Colorado. Here's 11.8. Here makes its move. There comes the low over the top of Denver with snow into Saturday for Denver. And then that's over. But watch to the Pacific Northwest. Here comes the next cold front, 11, 12, and 13. Just kind of like a northwest flow orientation with that. So 3 different events, 3 different storm systems. My latest numbers, rest of today through tomorrow. Now, the snow that you see for a lot of the Tetons, Colorado, and the Wasatch, that happens tomorrow for most of those areas as that cold front begins to sweep down through the Intermountain West. You can see the snow up in Montana. That's happening as we speak. Snow through BC and also Idaho. Okay, here is the second period. This is 11.6 through 11.13. So the tail end of that cold front plus we have the storm system develops over Colorado, New Mexico, and to the north, potentially that cold front 11, 11, 12, and 13. So there's a few things going on here. But the bullseye's still there over Colorado. Anywhere in purple, pink is over a foot. Still looking at 1 to 2, maybe even 3 feet of accumulation in some places in parts of Colorado and northern New Mexico. I'll zoom in on one of those on those maps here in a second, but could be looking at a foot or more up around Big Sky, the Tetons. This is going to be a great flow pattern for the Tetons and Big Sky. Could see potentially 8, 9, 10, 11 inches through northwest Montana, central to northern Idaho. And again, good stuff for BC with a lot of the coastal and the inner ranges of BC with over a foot. You can see that on the highest peaks, over a foot in purple. So we've got a pretty good setup here. Let me zoom in to Colorado, 11.6 through 11.13, the I-70 corridor, Summit County, Continental Divide, very popular area. If this storm plays out, we're likely going to see another foot or more of accumulation through Copper over the top of Breck and parts of Summit County. We'll see potentially a foot or more over Keystone, Loveland, A Basin, Winter Park. All of those areas would benefit very nicely from this type of storm track that we've been talking about. So let me take you back. Again, here's the first period, rest of today through tomorrow. And then the second period is 11.6 through 11.13, and that looks to be pretty significant for several places. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in here this afternoon. Appreciate it. Take care and have a great night.